enjoying your sweat and sacrifice. We are watching them. We are just living with our commitment to do. The same way we brought them to power, the day they hear them already is the day we will bring them down. We are washing them. You have to roll your sleeve. The reason why I'm so happy today because you define the reason to be here. That means you are ready to roll your sleeve to fight for them. When people were seated at their home and CDC was moving from battle pass places to battle pass, nobody for the Unity Party to wake up. Nobody for the Rescue Alliance to wake up. It took us, we sacrificed our life, we challenged the status quo, and move from community to community. We are here to demonstrate. We are here to sort it. I know the public is going to fight it. The time is coming. We are conforming. We are never afraid of the police. We are never afraid of the government. We are never afraid of everything. We are ready to do that. Our desire to work with them should not be misconstrued as our weakness, should not be misconstrued as being compromised political organization. We decided to work with them because we remember they were still on the side. We decided to work with them because we thought that they were defending us. And today, we are alive. Our party officials cannot get told. When you call ministers in government, they don't pick up your phone. When you talk to managing director, they don't respect you. We are watching them. A sleeping lion is never a dead lion. You attempt to hold a tail of a sleeping lion on this day. On your sweat, on your blood, on your sacrifice, those who are ministers today, they are enjoying your sweat and sacrifice. We are watching them. We are just living with our commitment to do. The same way we brought them to power, the day they hear them already is the day we will bring them down. We are washing them. You have to roll your sleeve. The reason why I'm so happy today because you define the reason to be here. That means you are ready to roll your sleeve and fight for them. When people were seated at their home and CDC was moving from battle pass places to battle pass, nobody for the Unity Party to wake up. Nobody for the Rescue Alliance to wake up. It took us, we sacrificed our life, we challenged the status quo, and move from community to community. much. Thank you so much. Thank you, fellow fighters. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Before I say what I want to say here, let me officially recognize the First Lady of the Economic Grandfathers of Liberia and Ghana. Recognize her because the strength that I have to lead the revolution comes to the support of my daddy wife. Thank you, and I know that. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you. I want to see entire Christian leadership. The Christian leadership. Christian leadership. Christian leadership. So you, our
sorry,
on behalf of the national leadership of our party, as well as former presidency as included to your member, we want to officially say to you congratulations. The leadership you have today, after the commissioning ceremony, it is not a computerized leadership. It is a leadership that must work the ground. It is a leadership that must campaign. It is a leadership that must mobilize in the nightclub. It's a leadership that must mobilize in the school. It's a leadership that must mobilize in your homes. It's a leadership that must go across the many places. I repeat, we the economic freedom fighters of Nigeria. We are not a chaotic political party. We are a party of gladiators and soldiers. a party that stands for change and must always be on the side of the people. As we go into the communities, do not allow the friends pass by you without recruiting them in the party. As you go into the community, do not allow your mother in the section of the pass you without recruiting them in the party. If we are to make Liberia better, we must mobilize the entire country into the party. I said this for you or not. Since the election ended, we have been quiet. And we've been quiet for a specific reason. We've been quiet because we do not want people to say we are playing politics with the future of the country. Every government comes to power, we demonstrate and organize protest. We've been giving the rescue nation a chance. We've been giving them a chance. Not that we are stupid or we are cowards. We've been giving them a chance.
So let me say good afternoon, people of District number 10. Good afternoon to the supporters. You know, we listen to the 419 Joseph Walker Police Director when he went to the Joseph Walker platform to go and brief Joseph Walker. Evidence, you get evidence. And they send a case back to my sugar coat. Joseph Walker, you are a fool. I want to use words on you for Joseph Walker. You are a fool. You want to carry the country back to war days because you have not done nothing. You want to bring distraction so that the people can forget about the hardship they in. So they say, oh, the boy capital building. Joseph Walker, Gregory Como, and Joseph Minister of Point Capital Building in the Brempo. Let me tell you, Gregory Como, Joseph Walker told Gregory Como and the Joseph Minister to go to the Capital Building to take the chairs that John Rachel Kun was sitting on, to take the chairs that Deputy Speaker Thomas Fala was sitting on, to take the chairs that our colleagues, Jonta colleagues, was sitting on to plot against the sitting speaker of this country. After Gregory Coleman, the Joseph Minister, then took it from there. Now Joseph Walker told them to point the Capitol building. And the next day he went there. The people point the Capitol building. Joseph Walker, why you want to tell the people say I don't want to Gregory Coleman and the Joseph Minister to point the Capitol building? Why you don't want to tell them that? Who are in control of the Capitol building? Who should we ask? Where were the police when they took the container according to your that container they put the gas in? They brought it down to the gate where the police was sitting. Where were the police? Nothing was stupid here. Gregory, nothing was stupid the way Joseph Walker stupid. We got sense in Joseph Walker. Ain't para again joint plea. Try to justify what from a rap private jet and now you want to justify? You fool embarrassment that you knew that you serve a vice president 12 years. You don't know the presidency is somewhere that you need to respect. That's supposed to rap private jet. So they can appoint all their committees. We agree. And Chairman met them. They said they don't care. They want to be juntas. But the Supreme Court, the rule that I know. They don't know why I can't put the court all in there like Bronco. Let them show me one time I can't go before the law. I lost the case. As long as that case is reassigned and we go through that thing, like Bronco, the rules that I carried them to the court for, I will be veteran. In the port, district number 10, the port of this country will know that when I carry case to court, I will all win it. Yesterday, while to the court, Councillor Singh, the lawyer of the horse, call my lawyer. Oh, my man, we can let your man go to a committee, and so we can have the thing resolved. My lawyer sent for me. I said, I'm not going to talk case behind the hall. I'm not going to talk case behind the hall. They play the thing. Will be for the justice in Chima. Council, I beg you, my lawyer. Don't make two or throw one person down for the play here. They say, Yeke ain't lawyer for it. The case is before the place. If people know the wrong, let them go before the justice in Chima and say, Your Honor, we plead guilty. Then we can know what we heading to. But the way when the honor saying, telling my lawyer, oh, we can't have a time. Oh, you don't know the law. The lawyer. The boy say, the representative, I mean, the counselor for the horse, say they want to, let's small kids, you want half a time. What you want half a time for? Oh, you know, you want to fight? Not fight. Hey, you don't want peace in the horse? You don't want peace in the horse. You don't want the horse to be peaceful. Not fight. Oh, you say, oh, you know, we can't have a time. Oh, that's the one you tell my lawyer we can't have a time. After you told my lawyer, say, let the man go to a committee and we'll talk to Rachel Kun for the man. No. I say our rules must be respected. Because when the Supreme Court, when the judge say Inchima rule, everybody that doing business with illegal people, I will take them to court. The laws, the rules must be respected. The Constitution says we must make our own rule, but not in conflict with the Constitution. Any law that can in conflict with the Constitution is not a void. So we should do everything that will not come in conflict with the Constitution. So our own rule will face again. We can respect again. What do we respect as lawmakers? The House of Representatives have become an embarrassment. Even the House of Senate said, I saw Edwin Snow crying. Oh, you know, Honorable Snow, you are a veteran now. You didn't know for Joseph Walker case, they will talk to you about it. The rule say, you know, sometimes I can call you, you be guarding me on the rule, Honorable Snow. Don't make people look, make you to look like small ball. The rule says anything I get to do a member and no member, the no member must go to court. Or the member must go to court. That's what the rule says. I can state the provision of the rule, but I will do research. And I will put it on my page, the provision of the rules that say anything I get to do a member and no member, the person must proceed to court. I see the oh, you have got Joseph Walker, but Joseph Walker, you say people be able to take my picture. Joseph Walker, people say they will kill me. What's the representative? You ain't do nothing. When I thought they want to be considered for, they tell you your job, we're not even governing the country well, we're not doing nothing for the poor, we just sit down over there and appropriate money to ourselves. The Lebron suffering, then you want to be counselor? Our rule says that's conflict of interest. For you as a member to be counselor, then what they get caught for? The Joseph Walker feel injured by my statement. Then you proceed to court. What the whole prestige? What prestige when my level is at stake? When I bring Joseph Walker, the one I told you, say, minister, then what do you ever say for minister then? I respond, you want to bring your mom. You don't want peace, eh? Yeah? You don't want peace. You're not scared of you, eh? You don't want peace? You're not scared of you? The only thing I can do is all the money you've been giving me for district number 10. You're pulling together, you're bringing people to the district number 10 for. Say, we'll get the money to Yeke for your he ate it. I challenge you. I challenge you. I challenge you 100%. I challenge you to get the people. Bring up the district number 10 people. Say, they may want to do nothing for you. The money, we put it here for district number 10. He ate the money. You're asking where the money is. They will tell the broker where that money comes from. Or where is the money? You need to stop it. When you come and taking your drugs, now your hand are like, oh, we borrow iron. Oh, they do your hand and they tell them, we borrow iron, pen. You pass around, you think you can go, eh? You know how you begin for the man. You think you can go? You want to tell the person Jabo saw you when you want to go to the late Jabo saw you when you want to cut in on the loaf of woman. That's how you bought a girl for him and that's how you started being driver to Jabo. You want to tell the brain people that you are not putting me, you are driver for Jabo. You don't want to tell the brain people. Let me tell you something. When you see the ends stay bitter and putting him up, that means the ends know that they want to chew it. But you will be prosecuted. Gregory, it can take 100 years, they harassment. Hey, Gregory, you'll be pursuing your interest. We're looking for the authority that will ask the Lebron people maybe in the future to give us. Then you will see Lebron can be strict. Or Lebron can be strict. Just go to Yekepa. Before the election, you go on my page. I was sent to Yekepa to go see the living condition of the people and when the people living in continuous. People living in continuous. I came by Joseph Walker. Oh, Joseph Walker said, "You get one win with straight." Now the lie Joseph Walker did nominally. hate I get for him. The people still living in continue in Yekepa. The kind of people still living in continue there. But when Yomli thought they would take a protein job from her, the poor grandmother got a fee for Yomli, yeah? But the time she thought they would take that protein job from her. Me, I can talk because I don't want no job. Representing the jobs and the ticket, I will still be here and live for better life. But Yomli, she won that position too bad. That my sister said, I will not talk. I'm not forcing you, Yomli, but sister-in-law. But you know when you talk, and you know they will take the protein job from you. Your people living in continue. All the time you have been sending me around to go do survey, to go run campaign for country to country. You normally use to give me gas, give me money for me to feed my people to go around to places. I used to bring report to y'all. Is this a report today? Our people living because you get few people benefiting. When you want to say, oh my man, the people doing well. Yeah, the people doing well. We see the country. That next one will know that the country have. And that next one has school feet out. At the time we'll know the country have. Because they don't care. They want to know that you're living in continue. Joseph Walker go, Yekepa and say, Metal Steel is doing, oh, Joseph Walker, Metal Steel doing well. Because you went there, you got your court. Joseph Walker, you're raw, you're disgrace to your country. Oh man, that you with your age, you're broke like this. With your age, Joseph Walker, you're broke. The women of Lofakan, they say they want to see you. Send 6 months, they be behind you. And I will put that group name on my page. I just forgot the name. They say because 6 months now and I run behind the chairman of Lofa, they are busy me, they are chairman for Unity Party. No way. So they come and read you now. They come and read you because you want to mortgage what a Gizi Martin. Lofa Kanepo, Joseph Baka want mortgage what a Gizi Martin. That's why he on. They said nobody more talk. Joseph Baka told him, here were you in the pool and said nobody more talk. You think I'm not let the pool scared? I want to get that join my car. You will not for me in the wrong place at the wrong time. Because I can't drink, I can't smoke. You're not for me in the club. But you say, oh my man, let me want drawn away ball battle. Nobody ball battle my head. After 6 o'clock, I'll be laying in my house. When you think you want to come, come. Anybody attack me to my house, you come there. Inside the fair, I will kill you. You got issue, you must wait at daybreak. You come to my house after the hour to come attack me, I will kill you. Anybody inside the fence, I will kill you. Oh yes, you got issue with me one daybreak, I can be here. Send for me, I will go there. But you come to my house inside the fence, I will not let you live. Anybody enter to my place here, I will not let you live. You come to my house inside the fence, I will kill you. Let me tell you today. Let me tell you today. So if you think you can come to my house overnight, don't come. I prepare for you. But I see Moses or Samuel Struggle will come for people. Because I will be in my place. I know my place. I'm in position of my place. I will kill you. Because I know you're coming to kill me. Before you kill me, I will kill you. So I challenge anybody to come to my house overnight. You'll be dead body. And will owe no regret for killing you. Because you're going to have the opportunity, you will kill me. That's what you're coming for. So LRA people, they come and sack you, yeah? All of y'all, they say y'all went for false people and brought it for insurance business. The people have concluded, they have resolved, all the commissioners have resolved that they must sack y'all. And very soon you will see the people that coming up. But next week they'll start issuing the people, sacking people for LRA. So the people you play as Gregory Como, Joseph Walker, the Joseph Minister for Christian Kofa here. They arrested the people's son. According to my source, they get him. And when he died, Joseph Walker will hold you. We will hold the Joseph Minister. We will hold Gregory Como. They will produce that man body, living body. So let me tell you today. I'll be picking up a Green Zealand next week.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon, Liberia. And today is a pleasant welcome. 0623-2025. Today's Monday, the 23rd day of the month of June. And a pleasant welcome to all of you following us in our broadcast. Don't forget, the geometry of their whole that must be kept high on the agenda because it involves the majority, and those that come with equity must come with clean hands. As usual today, I am your humble servant. I'm J. Nathaniel B. Va Senior. I'm here today just coming the ambassador. I'm an ambassador Gill is sustain this country here, and we must make sure that our society be clean and have mentally stable, young, old, or those residing in the bailiwick of this country. I'm here today with T. Nicholas Barkley on this spectacular edition of the People's Program. With exclusive delight, I'd love to say thanks for joining me on today. If you follow me from across the world into Africa, the Sahara continent, I want to say thank you for joining me on today. We are on Cool Channel 2 on YouTube. We're also live on Cool Facebook at the search window. Just type there Cool, K-O-L. You'll be live with us. We're also on www.knewsonline.com, and we are also live in Liberia. It's a pleasant welcome. Liberia is a resource-rich country with the potential to emerge as an oil and gas producer. Since 2007, the LERTR has worked effectively under the ERTR arrangement of a tripartite framework comprised of CSOs, government and industrial operators to maximize the extractive resources for sustainable development. The ERTR successes has usually been utilized through the increased publication of extractive sector information, the generation of effective public database, and increased accountability. The bold objective of LERTR to assist in showing all benefits due to government to the people of Liberia on account of exploitation and on extraction of the country's minerals and other resources. As part of the ERTR standard requirement, the MSG has produced 14 annual reconciliation reports and has been touted as one of the most expanded reports due to the inclusion of our agriculture and forestry sector. The report has remained one of the main comprehensive sources of information from the extractive sector, mostly referred to as the researchers, academia, the CSOs, government, and international organizations. And the report condensed 14 ERTR report of 2020-2021 and captured the most critical information. According to what reading year, for 2007 to 2022, LERTR reports on the ERTR has been placed forth. For the 14 reports, ERTR 2007-2008 to 2022 to 2021 has placed up to 1,145 billion. To be precise, 1,145 billion in the report, covering 14 ERTR reports upon. The reports cover 73 in the scope extractive companies across the full sector of the ERTR. Of the number, 32 are mining companies, 13 are agricultural companies, and 28 are forestry companies, while there were no oil and gas company. The extractive sector recorded a total revenue of about 84,690,471 in fiscal year 2020-2021. This amount reflects an 18.5% increase in extractive revenue compared to 71,632,411 in the fiscal year 2019-2020. The analysis of the extractive revenue by the sector shows that the mining sector continues to dominate extractive revenue, contributing 64,363,203 of 76% to the government revenue. Agriculture follows with about 12,301,669 to be precise, or the 15%. Forestry 7,888,301 or 9%, and the oil and gas with about 137,298,000, which is about 2%. The analysis of revenue streams from the extractive sector for fiscal year 2020-2021 indicates that withholding the royalties were the two biggest contributors to government revenue, accounting for 31% and 42% respectively. LRA, EPA, LCAA, NOCAL, NOCAI, NPA submitted payment information for about 102 companies in the oil and gas, mining, forestry, and agriculture sector. 18 of the companies, representing 18%, contributed 91% tax revenue for the extractive sector, accounting to 20%. ArcelorMittal Liberia Holding Limited accounted for 15%, Firestone Plantation accounted for 6%, and Liberia Agricultural Company accounted for 2%. Social and environmental expenditure of extractive companies for 2020-2021 amounted to $6,285,658. Of this amount, $2,379,307 or 38% represents cash contribution, with about $3,906,350 or about 62% represents in-kind contribution. The analysis of the contribution of the extractive sector in economy shows that the extractive sector contributed 22%, to be precise, of the tax revenue, 12% of the national budget, 96% of total export, and 57% of the GDP. Production data during the fiscal year 2021 reveals that the extractive sector produced 72,703 carats of diamonds, 5,392 ounces of gold, 4,093,510 tons of iron ore, 86,290 cubic meters of round logs, 89,802,666 metric tons of rubber, 59,256 metric tons of crude palm oil, and 8,082 metric tons of crude canna oil. Export data of the fiscal year 2020-2021 shows the extractive sector exported 6,719 carats of diamonds, 5,315 ounces of gold, 4,038,731 metric tons of iron ore, 137,402 cubic tons of round logs, all valued at about $482,008,570 US. Additionally, rubber, crude palm oil, and crude palm canna oil total export value is about $150,611,779. Beneficial ownership of data collected in the extractive sector for fiscal year 2020-2021 indicates that of the 103 mining licenses captured, 59 had partial BO data, 44 did not have any BO data, with none had complete BO data. In agriculture, only 1 out of the 13 companies captured fully disclosed BO data, 3 partially disclosed, and 9 did not submit BO data. Good afternoon, good morning, good evening, a pleasant welcome today to the historical future. In 1868, the American inventor Christopher Lemton Schultz and 2 others were granted a patent for typewriters. Today, the 23rd of June, 1868. Today, 1940, the sprinter Wilma Randolph, the first American woman to win 3 track and field gold medals in the single Olympics, she was born today. Today, the Atlantic Treaty was enacted, reserving the entire continent for free and non-political scientific investigation. Today, the 23rd day of June in 1961. In 2006, the American television producer Aaron Spelling, whose credits include a number of hugely successful shows, including The Mold Squad, Family, Charlie Angels, The Love Boat, Fantastic Island, and the Beverly Hills 9,210 died in Los Angeles today. The United Kingdom voted in a referendum to withdraw from the European Union, with about 51.9% supporting Britain exit Brussels and 48.1% opposing the move. It marked the first time a country had decided to leave the organization Brexit in 2016 to the 23rd of June. Today, the Battle of the Bannockburn. On today, in 1314, beginning the Battle of the Bannockburn, a decisive engagement into Scottish history. Thereby, the Scots defeated the English, regaining their independence, and established Robert the Bruce at Roberts the First. Have you heard about Clarence Thomas, the United States jurist? He was born today, 23rd, in 1948. He celebrates his birthday today. He was born in Pinpoint, Georgia. He celebrates today 77 years of his birth anniversary. Good afternoon, good morning, good evening. Today, 1940, the June 23rd, the French National Committee led by General Charles de Gaulle is formed in London to carry on the war with the aid of Free French forces on today. Good afternoon. Today's history is a regular feature in our programs. We say good afternoon, good morning, good evening. Thanks for joining us on today. And it's important. Today, we are focused on a very important issue here, which is titled, Do Not Renew Asylum of Liberia Mineral Development Agreement until. I hope you got me right. Do not renew Asylum Mineral Development Agreement. And I know, we'll get some reports from FDA. I hope that we'll talk about that. But today, we're talking about Asylum. You know, Sainakin, they said the people of Nema County or Bon County or Grand Bassa should not call them metal steel. They knew that reason why they would not call them metal steel. But it's important. And today, the essence of what we are discussing this issue here is because we as a people, we should be or must be, and this is a prominent son of Nema County speaking. Imagine he has now become a representative in America. I'm not somewhat different. He has become a representative in America, in the Royal Island, and he's a prominent son of Nema County. Despite the fact he been given a space in the United States to represent the people of Royal Island. He said because of unfulfilled promises. And the essence of why we're discussing this, like I said it last time, many times when we discuss issue here, our lawmakers they can take it to carry up. And we are proud of that. And they should be aware that we are also following the body politics. We've been around for a while. And recently you saw scores of young people in Nema County say, Asylum must go on the 5th of June. Remember when the president went there to commission the concentrator, the lawmakers are now asking them, saying that they need to know the actual cost, because they're telling us that they spend about a little over 1.4 million, and they are provided jobs. But the lawmaker is saying, not the lawmaker of Liberia in America, he's a son of Nema County. He said they are not unfulfilled promises. We get asylum until 20 years. and they got 5 more years. By 2030, ArcelorMittal training will expire. And they are opting that will give another more time. Whether that 50 years they want, maybe some more will not be around again at that time. Or the sons of Nima County, or those who are lawmakers. For expediency, for the greater good of transparency, accountability, and the equitable benefit sharing of the extractive industry. Remember, you just heard our analysis. I read the analysis of the extractive industry here. Imagine our gold and diamond in this country, our budget can reach the way it should be. So you want to know how it is. So the committee has now rescheduled ArcelorMittal. I will tell you put this one here. They have now rescheduled ArcelorMittal to the 1st of July. Why? We don't know. But we got some little information on that. You know, they was to meet this month, the 21st, with a construction compliance hearing in a conference room on the first floor of the Capitol building. But then now they have extended time to the 1st of July, 2 p.m. to be hearing the case. And this is where we are always afraid. When our committee chairs or institutional committees carry concession in committee room to discuss it, they will get died. Because they're where they can unveil to our people then how much you want, how much you get, how much you get up, how much you get on the table, how much you get up, how much you will get up. And they want to discuss the fate of this country here. So we are always afraid. So this time around, we're not waiting for that time. We'll expose them on this thing here. The team has said they have given ArcelorMittal some level of issues, and I hope that they will not behave the labor ministry. They have requested ArcelorMittal to present a document. They want a document relating to iron ore production. They want the corporate social responsibility project. They want the scholarship fund because ArcelorMittal is boasting that they have spent several monies on scholarships in this country. They want to support the Universal Liberia Geological Department. They also want up the list of the Liberians on senior and managerial. Because they said to us in the agreement that after 10 years, Liberians will be up to the managerial level. They want a list, and not just a list, but to show in person who are those people at managerial level, senior managerial staffs. And along with a resource activity report to be submitted on the day of the hearing or before, and we want 5 years report from them. You know, this is serious because there have been several issues regarding this mineral development thing. And the hearing, they want to evaluate ArcelorMittal adherence to the mineral development agreement with the government of Liberia with particular attention to the controversial 30% government share provision in the agreement. What are they giving the money to government, and government not doing the work for the people? They should tell us so we can know what they should do. And what are they been giving money to the county, and the county official eating the money? We won't know. When I say to the counties, this is Nima County, Bum County, and Grand Bassa, we won't know. And this is so much serious on this. Before I go further, let me take a break because I'll be speaking to the young people in Nima County. I'll have it on the line here. And remember, the Nima County young people have said ArcelorMittal should go. Why? They still get one more. They still get half a decade. They still get 5 more years. Remember, the ArcelorMittal 20 years. 2030 to be out. We won't know where is the whole Didiba thing, because we understood that there was an amendment of the Mineral Development Agreement that was done in 2007. The company fulfillment of obligations outlined in the 2007 Mineral Development Agreement. If ArcelorMittal cannot live up to that, the Royal Island representative Nathan Bia is saying that we should not renew anything with ArcelorMittal here. Let me take this break. I will talk with the folks in the county. It's important today. Let's talk about this, Liberia. Good afternoon. Let me take you to this. Good morning.
The fact that someone can demonstrate confidence 5 years to 25 years for such an investment we want to say thank you. And I want to say thank you to our people who have received and accepted the investment and they're giving their time. As I sit, I start thinking, many years after that, what will be the story? What will show that there was such an investment here? Thank you very much to the superintendent for laying it out, because what we believe in this country, that such an investment, including other investment, should reflect on the people, because they have the story. Their children should be able to say, this is what came out of what happened here. And that's a story that we got to learn today. Today we are here, we've done a lot of things. Now we're going to concentrate on the concentrator. We are going to launch something that will benefit this country, that will give the story of our country. And we want to thank in particular our members of the diplomatic corps for standing with us. Each and every one here means a lot to this right. From the technicians that accepted and reviewed the project, to the legislature that went along with the approval, to the project financier, and all of our people who are working there. This is something,
President Joseph.
thanks to all of those people who form your board to make the decision.
Development goals of 2030 cannot be achieved without sufficient investment on children. The Day of the African Child BAC honors students of the 1976 uprising in Soweto, South Africa, which resulted in the deaths of students who demonstrated against the poor quality of education they received and demanding their rights to be taught children. This year, DAC is celebrated under the Africa's aspirations towards eradication of poverty, development of human capital, and economic growth cannot be realized unless investments are directed towards children. By investing in children today, states build a resilient economy, increase employment and productivity, thereby increasing economic gains.
In the world, especially in Africa, it should be a growing concern for Liberia. And at the point where we have a concession signed that would not favor the children of this country, it is worrisome. And it is appalling that our leaders will sit back and not go on in that line. Asila Meter Must Go is a campaign currently being sent out. I was speaking with folks there into Nimba, and it's important because Liberia. But first, before I go to Nimba County, Asila Meter, after celebrating 2 decades of staying in Liberia since 2005-2006, and their failure to set priorities on issues is causing concern. Like I said to you, the Royal Island representative, who is a son of Nimba County today, he is privileged to serve in America there as a representative in the Royal Island. He said, because of these failed promises that Silamita has carried out to the people of Neighbor County and Liberia large, they should not be granted a privilege to renew their contract until they do the needful. Let me say good afternoon to our folks there. Those of you watching us live, William Jones. Say good afternoon. I'm William Jones. Here at the junction, Tara's Tiakoko Tara Fire. I'm following the ambassador of Soul Clinic community, Aliyu Kone Masakwe. I'm following you live from Sierra Leone, to be specific, Freetown, and Ephraim Kabia Man. I'm watching for the last turning point. Thanks for the fascinating conversation. Daniel A.K. Williams, Congo Town, Mohammed B. Ba, Congo Town, Sofin, Honorable Joel Clark Winnie, Rock Valley, and Ama Kane said Masabola Wahanza, District Lufa County. It's Ama Kane watching you live. Abu Esware Esikopo Road, Isaiah K. P2. They say, good afternoon, where's Liberia new update again? Okay, you follow us. Luther Lomeni Saki, District 6 Rehab Community, Romeo Cooper, Zuba, Texas Turning Point, Zuba Town, Hotel Grispe. They say, we get a report that Dor Cooper was seen at the grounds of the Cotton. I'm beginning of man. So Dor Cooper go get the degree to Cotton again. Hotel Grispe said, we get a report that Dor Cooper was seen at the grounds of Cuttington graduation ceremony last Saturday. Go there. Emmanuel Blackie said, I'm watching you live. I'm following the show from Dupont Road. Thanks. Teddy P. Tingo Village, Porisa Football Academy, Pacos Island. Daniel Flomo George, yes, Road to Nicholas Barkley. Moses Gay, Chicotown, NG Hills, NG, it's Monrovia, J. Sabato Wa, Gatel Harris, it's a Visual Media Incorporated, do community, thank you. And thanks to all of you joining us today. Yeah, I mean, Solomon Peters, this is hi, my brother, God always bless you. Channel Jallo, it says, my brother Nat, I'm watching you live on Dubai. Thanks for the update. Thank you, Channel. Joseph Gapili, yeah, it's a Bon County, Zowinta District, yeah, Zowinta Bon County. Thank you there. Ambassador Pee Wee Kennedy watching, Stephen Dubayu, and Benito Brighter Benson, Lee Hill, Johnsonville. Yeah, thank you. You know, the dog. Oh my God. Yeah, man. You know, this lawmaker in the Royal Island in the United States, District 3, he issued a very strong appeal to the Liberian government. He said he's urging Liberian government not to renew Asilamita Mineral Development Agreement until the company fulfill all its obligations outlined in the current amended agreement signed 2007. My question is, why is it always that when people come, they don't complete, they don't meet up with their deal, but they will in hurry to sign something? You know, a lot of you Liberians were surprised to hear that Asilamita now built a concentrator, a plant, and now they're saying that that plant will give up more jobs. They spend 1.4 million. Which one of the company hired Liberia to build that plant? Or which one of the company were a part? How sure are we that iron they put together that 1.4 billion? So if we can get 1.4 billion in construction in our country, how much have we gotten? The road from Ganta to Yekepa, you wouldn't see the road from Ganta to Sonico that the only place built. But from Sonico to Yekepa, it left just like that. In 20 years, you cannot build our stretch of road. How many clinics are there in Yekepa for our people? Even the land space, I don't think Blanco even spend 1.4 billion to build what they built during the days in the country here. Nobody's stupid here. They opened a bush. Even the area that I went, I was surprised last time I put a vision in the UK Park. At the time I went there, 2012, 2013, area E was opened. Going towards the pool to the border in there, where there's a point there you can pass where they get a very large swimming pool. From there you cross to go to Guinea end to the border. That area when I went there, 2024, it was a bush. Flower tree that I left there is a kitchen tree today. And then folks who have visited that area said that you see the place in Liberia, even when the lawmakers did an assessment there during the days of former President George Weah under the watchful eyes of Hospital Provost Chamber. People in continue. You go see outside building that continue in Yege Park. What's that? What is schools? When I was there 2013, you see variety of uniforms. The student, I saw all the students. One thing I admired at the time, I never saw a student holding a comic book in their hand. Everybody had a back bag. Clean, neat. I even saw classes with air conditioning. But after the years till now, all those things were gone. What's happening? Imagine they told us in the 2017, in the 2027, that 25% of senior management positions at ArcelorMittal will rise to 50%. That was from 2007 to 2012. Therefore, from then to 2017, we'll get 50%. By 2008, at least one top executive position, which is the CEO, CFO, and the COO, will be occupied by a Liberian. Today, now one person has been given a role who is a Liberian. And the lawmaker in America said it's a blatant betrayal of the Liberian talent and the violations of our national laws. And it's in a clear message that Liberians are good enough to dig their own soil and not good to lead. Imagine that. Number one, ArcelorMittal told us again, they will meet up with scholarship obligations. And Article 9 of the DMA, as MDA, mandated ArcelorMittal to provide 200,000 annual budget towards scholarship support of Liberian studies abroad. How many of those have been? And by this time, Liberia should have received 3.5 million. Let's check. From 2012 to 2022, how many of our citizens have gone out of this country? How many money was spent? And if you don't spend the money, you still owe us. You're talking about 2022, what's about now, 2025? You spend 1.4 billion in infrastructure expansion announced by AML. It was just launched this few times. The president was there. Who is not telling the truth? Who is lying to the president? You talk about jobs creation. Now you're saying that my sisters, imagine 20 years, you cannot provide Liberian 6,000 jobs? You say you'll give it now? 20 years, you cannot build the road, the completion of Sunday Yeke Road, renovation of hosting units, construction of public hospitals in Yeke Park, accessible area for citizens, the issues of foreigners into the labor business of our country, transparency value upon, the cannot be set up. And I'm flabbergasted with our lawmakers now. They were still this thing. They said they're sending this time up to July 1st. No, they think that it's getting too way out of order. The process is spent 20 years. These things we are talking about, we can even see half of it being up on. Imagine. And if you look at what ArcelorMittal exported, 6.4 million metric tons of iron ore, and they generated about 477.2 million in the annual year between 2021 2022. If you can get that kind of money, then you can give what Liberia need. You got foreigners, labor exploitation. You got unequal work pay between expatriates and local staffs in this country. So the lawmaker representing to the Royal Island in the US, District 3, he says so Liberia only know how to see their mineral being docked, but they can't be a part of it. Why? Why? Since 2005, what have Liberia benefited? ArcelorMittal has expanded their operations to over 500,000 hectares, thereby leaving both our people upon. This is so serious. This is. And it is appalling. It is. We cannot live like this. We cannot live ourselves. We cannot live. And our lawmakers now are saying, oh, they want to review these things. And this is what I'm going to say to you, my people. Just wait after the 1st of July. Let's get it 1 month and hear what are the reports that the hearing they go to ArcelorMittal will give you the results. It will die right there. They put dealing with $1 billion contract. When they say they put in $1 million money, lawmaker then will do anything again? No. No. You see? This is very much important for our country. We can't be the control of our resources that will be there. Now, they have worked 20 years, not even living up to the agreement they had. ArcelorMittal was to be the limelight, the America, the Austria, or the America in Liberia. You hear people say when you go, you can park. You know how Liberia looking. Then today is deteriorating. Then they're spending money there and cannot develop the area. So when ArcelorMittal leave to the island and they put up there will leave with us, when they say they're going today, what a housing unit that the workers will live in, that continue the making upstairs building will continue to go to 2-story, 1-story upstairs building, continue. Nothing can export any time. What is the durability of issues to make in there? This is very serious in our country. And now I'm going to go in Nima County to talk to the young folks who are there. They said ArcelorMittal must go, and it's a Nima County youth-led organization, and it's driven by seeking to petition the legislature and the Liberia government, considering the terms of the agreement that ArcelorMittal had. Even the very time the president was going there, they even asked the superintendent, Madam Kwawu, that they want to have an audit with the president. You know, in this kind of thing, they don't want that happen. They always want to just breach protocol because it's a good investment. And someone asked me, you really want ArcelorMittal to leave Liberia? I said, well, when they get to the record, they can leave. So you mean I will have our own resources there so that somebody will take it from us and go? No. I will talk to one of the young persons there in the county, Princess Toke Doma. I will speak with him on the program this afternoon. And with this issue of young people, why are they also this? Now, imagine if the Nima County son, who is today a lawmaker in the United States, is also saying until ArcelorMittal do what it has to do. Let me go to Nima County and talk to Princess Doma. He's also one of the young persons there heading the group to say ArcelorMittal should not abandon the quest of what they have said, but they should be able to live up to their social corporate responsibility. And currently our lawmakers have said they are standing their conversations in the concession room where ArcelorMittal will be discussing this issue with them, and they are giving ArcelorMittal to make a 5-year report and give an analysis of what they're doing in this country here, and then from there. But the young people are saying ArcelorMittal should go. Let me talk with him this afternoon and ask him why. Princess, good afternoon. You're welcome. You're welcome.
It's always good talking to our people that
Thank you. Thanks very much for joining us today. And it's important, especially this is a very important issue. As let me tell you, one of the Liberia biggest partner in this country, and they're operating in Nima County with 3 counties under their watch: Nima, Bong, and Grand Bassa County. With all of the news we're getting, with some discussing from Nathaniel in the U.S., the Royal Island representative. Why you are the young people? You people are the young people there in Nima County. What's the actual condition?
The cost years of military operation in our country, there have been deliberate neglect of mineral development terms, which is a legal binding for the company to hold to. They have relied on that, and not only that, there have been also deliberate neglect of corporate social responsibility. If you go to the concession area today in Nimba, you will come folks who live around that area by the time of folks who live in Yeke Park by the time Lampo was there, when they share with you pictures and sometimes lecture about it. How entertaining the livelihood of the environment there was back then. Any young person who understands that our future tied to the extraction of our resources that the tide is taken away from here, will get angry and have to push harder than we are doing. That's exactly what has inspired our move to call on our leaders to ask the national government through the executive to consider getting an option after the time remaining 4.5 years of operation.
Okay, after Silamita remaining 4.5 years of operations. President, Liberians are following you both in and out of this country. Let us point to specific. What are some of the specific issues that young people of the county thought or that any agreement that by this time should have been fulfilled?
Yeah, so one of the key issues that we have led over the first time, and I mean, various platforms, I appreciate the Liberian Senate for elevating our discussion, has been the failure of the company to give priority to Liberians being employed. On several PR mercenaries of Nital, they have made the Liberian people understand that they have offered over 2,000 Liberian jobs. And this is one thing that we consistently argue, and we have made the public to understand.
Let's go about that first. 2,000 jobs, is it a reality or abstract job production? Is it true that they have provided 2,000 jobs?
For Liberians, that's a lot. Firstly, we have a labor law in this country that tells that differentiates between contractors and employees. Mm-hmm. And I think there where the company smartly they play on the public. The company has more Liberians as contractors than employees. Okay. So that's a very smart way that the company has devised to get away with benefits that comes with full employment as prescribed by the labor law. Mm-hmm. So what the company does, part of its workforce, most especially Liberians, are contractors. Okay. But that the company doesn't have to provide them housing, because the company provides those who are fully employed $220 United States monthly housing allowance. And so contractors don't have access to that money. Medical benefits when you are working, sometimes sustain injury, or assuming while you work for the company and sustain injury, the company should be able to take full responsibility of your medical care. But the company offers contract as a smart means of getting away with medical benefits to its worker. Okay. And to add insult to injury, the company keeps bringing in bulk of foreigners foreigners in their birth numbers to do casual labor work that Liberians can do. And that is against not just labor work but our own decent work. In a sense that they bring these people, they're doing the same casual labor work as Liberians, but they are given privileged salaries and benefits than the Liberians. For example, there was some 2 months ago we flagged that the company brought in 35 Napalis just somewhere around November. From President, they brought in the field management department. And first, when the company brought them in, they said they were supervisors that let up on money. So then, some 2 months ago, they started to take the Liberians off the work. And feel like for somebody listening and wanting to know just a person who sits on a truck or and you take record of petroleum product, it dropped that even when they come in the advertises, they call for the least qualification being a high school graduate. You know how many persons here from high school and how many degree holders we have in this country that will do that work. So the company keeps doing that, and we've been able to provide all of the details regarding those Napalis, where they are, and ask the media and the public to do their own investigation. Local media sources in the country have done their investigation and concluded and agree with our own position, our accusation on the issue. So if you go to Avino in Ganta, you go to Jackie in Sunny, you have those Napalis who live there, and the time frame of their entry into the country, the exact where the local media has established, all of those facts. As well, also, we have...
Let's look at infrastructures. You mentioned earlier on the days of Lemco, the Power was a center of attraction. Let's look at infrastructure. Video analysis from the group. How are they been really able to work in infrastructures? I was there 2013, 2012. I was in Area E. When I went there recently, Area E was all broken down in the forest. I wonder what's going on infrastructure-wise.
The situation remains precarious. We have Liberians who are contractors or within the workforce of AML living in tents and other prefab continuum, which we think doesn't represent present-day reality. And for over 20 years, they've been taking extra billions and billions of dollars out of our own county, and they still treat Liberians, like that. Over the past time, we think it is unfair. It is to the dignity of our people within the employ of the company. And this has been one of our strongest arguments that Mita considers constructing a housing unit that Lanco used to have there. So if you must go to Yegepa today, the living condition of folks in that era, it remains very unkept, and we think it is very indecent. It doesn't represent present-day reality.
Okay, Priestess, the company just dedicated the concentrator, and they are saying above 1.4 billion plant there, and they say this time around, for Liberians are increasing job with what they have treated Liberians with, keeping that as contractors now, bringing. Are they mindful with the cost attached to this issue of the concentrator 1.4 billion that was there just commissioned by the president? What's the group take on that?
So I think Senator Yandi Twayen has spoken a lot about the concentrator, and he's working with the Liberian Senate to ensure that the actual BOQ of that concentrator is brought before the Senate for further investigation. But what I can say is that Mita has a record. Mita has an international reputation of lowering costs or presenting misinformation. And they have find, if you trace Mita history in some Africa, the prices of steel on the world market just to be able to pay lower the issue of the environmental
study done with that concentration as it relates to the community, as raised by Senator Yandi Twain, we consider that discussion very valid, because Mita also has an international reputation of causing, more pollution to environments that they have worked in. And you will find that as part of the reasons that the company has armed its PRO arm in quite recent time to go after critical voices, including Senator Twain and some of us who are leading the AML Must Go campaign, because these are all valid arguments. And Mita, I know they have faced several fines, in the tune of millions and millions of dollars in areas like France, Canada, South Africa, and other countries that they have operated in, with regards to these very concrete and valid debates that are being raised against them, most especially when it comes to pollution of its operation areas, and presenting misinvoice, as Senator Twain alarmed that the concentrator that it doesn't worth the amount, But however, it is good that the Senate has the matters before them, and hope that the BOQ can be presented to the Liberian Senate for further investigation. But as it is, we all share similar sentiment, and we're working with stakeholders that think like us, and including the NIMBA caucus, the local county authority, because everybody have similar concern, and we can only work when we hold together.
Okay, before I leave you, Priestess, before I leave you, Castle Jones also wanted to make his contribution on the line. Before I leave you, at one point, with the young people of Nema County lay down this campaign, Castle Jones, I'll join you just in a jiffy. Let me just conclude with Priestess. At one point, with the young people of Nema County lay down this campaign, Aslamita must go. It said when Aslamita do what they were to do in 20 years, is it possible to do it in 20 years with the remaining 4.5 years, like you said? Would that be the point where the young people of Nema County will agree that the extension of Islamic contract be done? At what point would you accept extension or Islamic stay in this country? Finally,
Vision has since 2020. Because 2021 there was this joint position statement by stakeholders from NIMBA, which I will share with you after we drop the line.
Okay.
At the time, I was the president of the Union of NIMBA University and College Student Association, and we raised the very issues that we keep raising today. And even from the days of concerned NIMBAians, for over 10-15 years, NIMBAians have cried repeatedly that the company needed to address the very issues that we keep raising today. So personally, what we, as the lead campaigner, what we've been able to convince other young people to join us in is, okay, let us petition our government to give, another steel company the option to bid. Because what is unfolding is that Mita is not doing us any favor. The interest of any corporate entity is to maximize profit. Mm-hmm. If NIMBA or like was a burden to Mita in any way, Mita will not leave years in its operation and start to engage the government for renegotiation. No. But Mita understands that they're taking away a lot from us. Since 2021, Mita started engaging for renegotiation. So what corporate entity will understand business like this will be taking less from us and then still be asking for expansion. So no, we come to a point that we understand that the company is actually getting away with a lot, and that's why they want extension. So what we asking our government to do is, since it hasn't become an issue of emergency, to say, okay, the company got 6 months or 1 year, it's going to be so difficult for us to find an option. Let us start to look outside the box. While the company still has almost 5 years, let's start to look for an alternative outside. We have the resources. Mita is only coming and bringing the funds. So if they're rejecting or they're relenting on MDA terms and other corporate social responsibility, let's have an option on the table. Because at that point, it is not a matter of emergency. The concern of Liberians working there and running out of job, it remains valid. And because it remains valid, we have almost 5 years left in hand. This is why we asking the government, let's have an alternative on table. And if we have better offer from them and we see seriousness from them, then Meta, who has stayed over the last 20 years, and we keep crying the same cry. Most of what Meta is doing now, we only consider it, as action to convince the Liberian people and our government for possible extension and expansion of that deal. Even though some of the terms already we have that we've been hearing, we have reservation on them, but however, we're not even willing to discuss the reservation because we think the last 20 years, Meta has desperately performed. And to send a child to school by 6 period, the child already gets 50 average, and the child working around 6 period in exam to convince her that that child can get double promotion. It's nothing possible.
Okay, Priestess, thanks so much for joining us this afternoon on the program. And yeah, we'll keep the conversation alive. We hope to talk to you people and hope that our celebrity can do better in the future to come. Thanks for joining us today.
Yeah, thank you, Nathaniel.
Okay, that's Priestess Doma there, one of the lead campaigner, the civil society groupings, son of Nema County. They are saying that the Liberian government consider quitting official terms with the company there, and over the years, 20 years has gone by. And if the need be, let's begin to bring somebody else who want the job, who want to do. I don't think that's Celebrity want to lead Liberia, but if they don't want, they should work out the terms of the agreement with what was already on the paper. Like, listen to earlier what I said to you with the Roy Allen representative. He's a son of Nema County. There he says, do not renew the AMDA, that is the Mineral Development Agreement, until say that the company has unfulfilled promises. And these are just terms on which if you don't work out, your terms or your contract can be terminated. I'll talk to Councillor Jara. He was with me on the line. Councillor Jara, good afternoon to you, and thanks always for joining us on this platform here. It's important. Let me tell you, one of Liberia's biggest partner upon. Let me join Councillor Jara and I talk with him today. He also want to weigh in on the conversation. Councillor Jara is a permanent, eminent son of this country. Let me join Councillor Jara on the line. He want to make a few points. Councillor, good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Look, all our problems are ourselves. Because I remember what Yukipa used to look like. As a matter of fact, when I got married in 1977, I went to Yukipa for my honeymoon.
Wow.
Look, we are one who created a problem for our people and ourselves. So that wasn't authority, because on the inception of this agreement, there were people who were assigned to make sure these things were implemented to the letter. What did they do? Besides that, they come there, they come here they come here to make profit. The later thing they say consent with that consent was not bought because of benefits to Liberian. It was done because it had an impact on the profits.
Sure.
You see? So I mean, I welcome them before. Okay? No, people don't make decisions for the employees. They make decisions for the shareholders. So all the problem we're having is because our people that are assigned to make sure these things are implemented properly are not doing the work properly. They're doing due diligence. Look at all the kind of employment you talk about. Contract. How can you hire one man for a contract to do the same thing over and over and over?
Yeah.
It's because they're running away from the responsibility of a full-time employee. So you can't blame the foreigners, my brother. Let's be frank. Blame ourselves. Thank you.
Thank you, Councillor Jara. Always sustained his comment. And yeah, he said it right. Because if the company will always owe, why would you owe a person with one job that you know is important as contractors? 20 years. Contractor. The citizens are the ones that are the highest contractor, but foreigners are the ones having permanent employment. Because you want to employ people, you want to keep them outside, you want to give them housing facility, you want to do this, but the foreigners, then once you get job to, so you accommodate them. Even the living, continue. This is our country. They'll be there and go on. So this is where we are. And Liberia is good to listen to this issue here. But the lawmakers have 2025, they will be in there. Several things for Accelerator to do, and Accelerator to do those things on or before. Imagine the Joint Committee on Investment and Concessions. Like Council said, they were people working on the building. The committee members include the Committee on Lands, Mines, Energy, Natural Resources, Environment, and Labor. And these are the people been there. Imagine 20 years, and we still say, now, what are the young people saying? They are saying that we still have more time. Don't put a competitor. Don't put a competitor with Accelerator. So that we can wait the 2 months, 3 months, or 1 month to go, so that we're not renewing with them. So let's leave this time, less than 5 years. Let's put a competitor that will say, yeah, we can do it. You can't do it more. You see that? But the Royal Island resident is saying, until Accelerator do the needful, we should not renew. But the young people are saying Accelerator should go. This is where we are, Liberia. We are who are the custodians of our resources, are the ones suffering and begging those very people who have come to work with us. Marita Tiwia, it said, I'm joining you from Sister Community. Thanks, Marita, on the show. Christian F. Banner is a PhD in Chicago, Peace Island. I'm joining today. Josepha Johnson, GSA Road, thanks for the show. Always bless you and the entire cool family there. And thanks to all of you for joining us on this spectacular edition of the program. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. And this is where we are, Liberians. These are very important, very cogent issues that we should be thinking about. And what our lawmakers are having the issues in mind is a question, because we imagine 20 years, the people sign concession, they renew, still they can't live up to it, we stay with them. Imagine that. Where's the social corporate responsibilities I'll give on to? Is it going to the county and the county eating it? Is it going to the government and the government using it, making the company look bad? Is the company to have their own problem? You listen to council, you said, imagine leaving where to go to get Papa honeymoon. That means it was the best place to be around here. Oh, my people. Jesus. Oh, God. Yeah, man. Oh, Jesus Christ. Sometimes, oh, Lord. Let me take this short break. I'm going to come back. And tomorrow is the birthday of C. Nathaniel and Va Jr. And you'll be celebrating on tomorrow. And also, tomorrow will be the birthday of B Investment. B Investment celebrates his birthday on tomorrow. It was a happy pre-birthday to C. Nathaniel Va Jr. Celebrate your birthday on tomorrow. I want to say happy pre-birthday to you, son. And the blessing of God, and you grow strong with the knowledge that He exists. And His troubled word you be guided upon. And B Investment celebrates his birthday on tomorrow too. Happy pre-birthday, B Investment. The entire main department of Future Art International Ministry saying happy pre-birthday, B Investment. Let me say welcome to Liberia, Mr. Prince Boaka. Yeah, when you go, you can't call me. When you enter Liberia, I think you call me. No problem. I know. No problem. People are. Yeah, you're the boss. Welcome to Liberia, Mr. Prince Boakai. Welcome to Liberia. And before we get set for the lines, let's take a short break here. 0775 919 919. Let's go to this break.
be serious. But better, citizens need to benefit from what they have. Those resources that people are taking out of the country, they are not refundable. I mean, not renewable. When those resources are gone out of the area, they will never come back.
Sure.
It will never come back. So we should be able to stand that citizens can benefit that tomorrow when the people leave to go maybe to another country, if tomorrow they discover that there's a mineral or iron ore there, they go in there. When they go in there and people like that will say, yes, when the people were in this country, years back, 20 years, 100 years, or 150 years back.
Okay, thank you. Good afternoon.
Yeah, good afternoon.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, I'm on the show. You see, when there's particular topic that is going on now, is some topic that we shift like destination for one and another. If you all take it back to I can imagine they want another country to make this their island. That's so much their island. And not care what comes to what. And not care what is now here for that trade or just their island. So the 1.4 billion investment is a big to that they are using now to give viewers that will keep our people backward. So if possibility is that they have to review, I think we need to look into it carefully and make sure that Liberians get what is
Okay. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Nathaniel.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, Nathaniel, thank you so much. It's your small one here, so if you can connect in Nathaniel, thank you so much. I appreciate Nathaniel. Nathaniel, you are said that, and the country not lying Nathaniel. The kind of thing the thing I have in the country, I want wrong because I want people to call. This is what I have to carry it. Because if I want wrong because they're over there, or the other people that is getting money so they're keeping it. Because get anything better still, down there working to the gospel rule. Now said I'll be selling nothing. I said, almost 20 years plus. Nothing satisfied down there for the citizen and the number.
Okay. Good afternoon. Yeah, go ahead.
I think you have too much something for me, I think this is enough. Enough is enough. The Canada is of no good as a serious. All of serious to do. The Canada Kenya 2005, 2006, the Kenya with nothing, but today they are more than 4 billion. And they are not seeing a dividend on our people. The poor cannot have their food, the poor have their food. So enough is enough. So coming to nothing, I think it's a fatality.
Okay. Good afternoon.
Yeah, good afternoon. I'm great. You know, I'm very, very much for getting this afternoon that our mineral and resources are meant to take from this country. Just be allowed to happen. Can you imagine that role? I don't know, at the past government, what kind of agreement they went into, the place they taking the mineral from, the road are needed from there to go to the paper, the road, it is small to the extent up to now. Even normal state, I don't really know what kind of agreement they went into. So this place, not great for me, I don't really know. I don't know the other part. They go for even starting college. So go to the paper. I know that there's no room. The first thing, those people don't see that can make money in the world, making car and all of these things. Those things, so they are making it for our country. Why they put it down the people here? Before you do this, first of all, that road are needed for them to even connect cancer. The opposite, even for them to look at or some part of look at.
Okay. Good afternoon.
Thank you. Now, let me say good afternoon to you and to your main listener. This is involved in our Mesca. What's on the conversation around that? So now let me implore you. It is time for our government and our leaders in this country to be serious, to put their feet down and focus on the Father. If the young people and the people of Liberia that live in Lima County have an issue with experimental, and it's time for them to leave. And because they are not showing any development in this country. When that experimental are new, a school will punish or just one rule or build hospital for the ordinary people in Lima to benefit. Where the resources are coming from, the people who have the resources are complaining, or because of us who stay in Maserado, who will not complain. We need to join hands and join the young people in Lima and advocate. Let the experimental lead and try other companies. Our government should be alarmed to this thing. The people who live in that same thing, you cannot keep Liberians in this kind of continue in this kind of money stage. Then we say we're running country. We are not running country. Let our leader do the needful. That is the reason the people voted our women to change things in the country. Our country cannot be
okay. Good afternoon.
Yeah, good afternoon.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, my name is Israel Omar and I'm calling from Kenya. So that it's like I don't understand. The after that you was signed, I guess for 25 years. And they are called 20 years. The terms and conditions that were attached to this deal are just to be met. So I don't know why the company is interested in renewing this deal when we still have 4.5 years.
And our John Smite and Mr. Call. Yeah, go ahead, Isabel.
Yeah, so you are so much interested in renewing this deal, but then you are not interested in living up to your commitment.
But did it just the clear incident to terminate contract? When you forfeit a contract, you don't live with the terms and conditions that you agree on, and then you breach the law. Or John Smite and Mr. Call, we can get you on. Yeah.
For sure.
Okay, let me talk to somebody else while I wait for John Smite to make his contribution. Good afternoon.
Hello. Hi there.
Hey, we can't joke here. Good afternoon. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. There is something that just in the world. And now, I can't move and come down. I saw that was really keen. I agree indeed to have that people with the government. Working here, all right? Well, what is the government here? There's something like, I don't understand. And I'm not going to. Because I'm not going to. They are the problem. Government is the problem. I said, I bring on you. I give it to you. And then say, wait, so you don't do it? You don't do it? The next thing, if people come against me, that's happening. Because as a matter, they told me to do all what they do. The bad government did what they do. The law government did everything for them and get what they were against for the people. Now the personal government are not there.
Okay, well, then if they can't work on the mineral development agreement we sign, let them leave. I hope I can talk to our John Smite and Mrs. Call. Good afternoon.
Yeah, brother.
Yeah, go ahead.
This country passed the president and all of the citizens of what do I mean by this? Our late Senator, Green Johnson, almost every agreement between national vendor and the government, he was part of the part and parcel of the doing business with this. If you see that, it should reflect the how now the people is no more, and other people are trying to figure out. So, people who call themselves all part of for county.
Look at the young man telling us on this video that lawmaker Yan Twine is trying to push this matter upon, and now they're acting out media process against him and other young people of the county, and people who should be beneficial of this thing here are saying we're not benefiting. This is not a politicking matter, it's a glaring fight to see. Go and see, as is it getting smaller by the day, the landscape that Lanco took over, that last area. You see? Yeah. Okay, let me take this call. I'll take my final call today. Don't be disturbing my number. They line at the phone line and now don't be calling my number. Good afternoon. Yeah, my final call for today. You want to talk on the show? Talk on the show. What are you calling my number for?
The first thing, when you
Please leave my number. Please leave my number. Oh no, I will not take that from you, man. I will not take that. I will not take that from you. I will not take that. On a serious note, I will not take that. But I got to go. Sarah, I will John Smite. You made several efforts, but I can get you on the line again. Good afternoon, good morning, good evening. Many thanks to all of you. And tomorrow, see Nakanet Va Jr. celebrate his birthday on tomorrow. Happy birthday, son. And happy birthday. And the best wishes all to you in this word. Your mother, your brothers, your aunt, uncles, grandparents are all saying happy pre-birthday to you. And also BM Investment, Mr. BM Investment, happy birthday to you tomorrow. Tomorrow's your birthday. You will be celebrating tomorrow. Happy pre-birthday. But it was so great. Thanks all of you. T. Nicholas Barkley and I just come the ambassador. Until tomorrow, let's have a pleasant good afternoon.